The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
And welcome out to the Grant Center, Danville, Virginia. I'm Heath Behringer, bringing you Averett University Cougars volleyball. Their home conference match against William Peace. A lot on the line here. Both teams coming in 4-0 in the USA South. William Peace Pacers 6-1 overall. Your Cougars 7-3, but both 4-0, as I said, in conference play. So a lot on the line. Maybe a one seed in the conference tournament, hosting possibilities on the line once the tournament rolls around. Both these teams have taken down conference foe Meredith on the road. The Pacers went to Meredith and swept 3-0 in their conference match, and the Cougars 3-1 when they went to Raleigh and took on the Avenging Angels, winning 3-1 as well. These two teams met earlier in the year as the William Peace season opener and home opener. That was head coach Nicole Behringer's first loss to her alma mater, Averett University, since taking the head coaching job for the Pacers. She is 5-1 all-time against Danny Miller, who taught her the ropes. 4-year starter Behringer was for Danny Miller between 2011 and 2015, and also the GA for Danny Miller for 2 years. They won 2 conference regular season titles together, so we know where Behringer gets her winning ways from. Right at a minute, teams are coming off the floor for warm-ups. We'll send it down to Drew Wilson for PA. We'll have national anthem starting lineups and a huge conference matchup live from the Grant Center here in Danville, Virginia. We'll be right back for starting action.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
teams. First, for the reserves for the visiting Pacers. Number 2, Jayla Durham. Number 3, Hannah Ward. Number 6, Juliette Levine. Number 7, Mackenzie Russell. Number 11, Emerson Scolo. Number 12, Kelsey Biermeyer. Number 16, Logan Moore. Number 18, Bergen Gillespie. Number 20, Gabby Stone. Number 21, Leslie Hilton. And now the starters for the Pacers. Number 8, Hannah Collier. Number 9, Nancy Gamewell. Number 10, Abby Benton. Number 13, Brianna Laskowski. Number 15, Brittany Carpenter. Number 17, Shelby Cooper. And number 22, Landis Lamone. Head coach for the Pacers is Nicole Barron. And now let's meet the reserves for your Cougars. A freshman from Kingsport, Tennessee, number 2, Mackenzie Compton. A junior from Wilmington, North Carolina, number 6, Sarah Shropshire. A freshman from Charlton, North Carolina, number 7, Skyline Oswald. A sophomore from Collinsville, Virginia, number 9, Jessica Bean. A freshman from Danville, Virginia, number 11, Sarah Marlowe. A junior from Danville, Virginia, number 14, Brady Gonzalez. A freshman from Statesville, North Carolina, number 16, Destiny McIntosh. A freshman from Danville, Virginia, number 17, Trevor Estes. A freshman from Glen Allen, Virginia, number 20, Chelsea Brooks Giles. A freshman from Monroe, North Carolina, number 22, Emma Nash. And a junior from Greenville, North Carolina, number 23, Samaya Mango. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Averett University Cougars. A senior from Bridgewater, Virginia, number 1, Micah Patterson. A sophomore from Greenville, North Carolina, number 3, Lauren Montran. A freshman from Yanceyville, North Carolina, number 4, Lady Hughes. A senior from Danville, Virginia, number 5, Mackenzie Miller. A freshman from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 10, Erin Gray. A junior from Niceville, North Carolina, number 13, Devin Lassiter. And a sophomore from Cornelius, North Carolina, number 15, Morgan Barnes. Head coach of the Cougars is Danny Miller, who's assisted by Hannah Ross.
And the stage is set, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready for set number 1 here in the Grand Center. I'm Heath Barringer. Thank you for joining us. Huge matchup here in the USA South. William Peace Pacers 4-0. Coming in the Grant Center to battle your Averett University Cougars, who are also 4-0. Little recap on the Cougars this year. 2 of the 3 losses have come to Southern Virginia. Southern Virginia in the opener here in the Grant Center took a 5-set thriller over the Cougars in their first game of the year. And in their last outing this past Thursday, the Cougars traveled to Southern Virginia and fell in 3. Morgan Barnes was out, so was Sarah Shropshire, but they're both back today. Not in the starting lineup. On the court for the Cougars, Mackenzie Miller, Lainey Oots, Aaron Gray at libero, Micah Patterson, Devin Lassiter, and Lauren Montran. For the Pacers, Abby Benton at libero. Landis Lamone just came out. Brittany Carpenter will be the setter. She'll be back to serve to begin this match for the Pacers. Also Nancy Gamewell, Shelby Cooper, and Hannah Collier. Rounding out their start lineup is Brianna Laskowski, but had a request, call her Mike today. Mike Wazowski reference, so that's what everybody calls her. We're going with Mike, number 13, Brianna Laskowski. Brittany Carpenter, the senior from Concord, North Carolina, gets us started. Patterson with the dig, and Oots with the first kill. Emma Nash comes to check in for the Cougars. Devin Lasser will sit down. So the Cougars strike first. A Miller to Oots connection. Senior setter Miller sends it over. Pacers do a nice job just to keep it alive, and Patterson's there to receive. Montran's first swing goes out of bounds. Cougars looking for a touch. And no touch. Danny Miller talked to the ref, and Mike sends it over for the Pacers. Now Miller, Nash on the outside. Carpenter with some quick hands, but can't keep it afloat. Cougars go up 2-1. Now send back reigning rookie of the year in the USA South, Lauren Montran, as Amaya Mangum comes to check in for Micah Patterson. A couple of softball players interchanging there. Dual sport athletes are Micah Patterson and Zamaya Mangum. Montran sends it over. Laskowski's there. Tipped by the Pacers. Miller has to get a hand on it, but a little miscommunication with Gray and Mangum. Lamone checks in for a game for the Pacers. We're all knotted up at 2. That sends back Abby Benton, the High Springs, Florida native, senior libero. Miller does a nice job keeping it out of the net. Nash just sends it over. They may have collided knees there, Nash and Miller. Ref gave Miller a minute. Try to work that knee collide off. Abby Benton back to serve again. Benton came to the Pacers from Catawba College. Mangum with a full swing, but Lazowski's there. And in the net is the freshman, Landis Lamone. Morgan Barnes checks back in. She comes in for Lanny Oots. Barnes' first action in a few games. Battling some type of hip flexor injury, but back out there and good to see for the Cougars. Gray sends it over. Fantastic freshman libero. Quick set by Carpenter. Now Nash. Mike's there for the Pacers. Benton sets Collier. Now we've got a number 22 for the Cougars in the net, Emma Nash. And Logan Moore checks in for the Pacers. Early 4-3 lead here for William Peace. In that first match this year, non-conference match, they took the first set and then traded, got tied at 1-1, blocked by the Pacers, but falls out of bounds. Cougars will take the point. And then took a decisive game 3 and went up 2-1, but Cougars came storming back, winning the 4th, and then going up big in that 5th set to take the match. Carpenter's got to run a long way. Benton just has to send a free ball over. Gray's there for the Cougars. Mangum with a swing, puts it down. The block was there for the Pacers, but lands on their side of the net. Freshman Emma Nash from Monroe, North Carolina, goes back to serve for the Cougars. Sends it out of bounds, all tied up at 5. Devin Lasser will come check back in for Nash. Hannah Collier, a freshman, Seymour, North Carolina, back to serve for the Pacers. These two teams know how to battle. In the 6 games, Nicole Behringer has been the head coach for the Pacers. 3 of them have gone 5 sets. 4 of them, so a lot of close matches. Only one has went 3. That went to the Pacers. Collier sends it over. Gray's there. Miller, quick set with Barnes. Fantastic diving play by Collier. Laskowski with a swing, blocked by Miller and Barnes. Miller has a mega play. Mangum comes up full swing, blocked by Lamone and Carpenter. Mangum with a tip. Moore's there. Carpenter quick set. Lamone and tip puts it down. Barnes and Mangum were there for the Cougars. Ball ricocheted out of bounds. And largest lead of the ball game. It's only 2 points, but that's how tight it's been so far. Gray's there. Miller with a back set to Mangum. She gets the kill. Patterson will check back in. She'll get back to serve for Averett. Moores there for the Pacers. Back set, Lamone. Lasser's there with some quick hands. Montrez has to come over and get a swing off. Carpenter sets Laskowski on the outside. That is blocked. Miller and Barnes, I believe. And just catches the inline, so nice job. That is one player on that Pacers team you want to limit. Rihanna Laskowski, Mike they call her. She started hot in that first match they played. She puts that one down. Looks like it landed out of bounds, but may have been tipped a bit. Now senior Bergen Gillespie checks in, the Don't Freeze Virginia native. Gray's there. Miller has a run over, make a play. Barnes tips it to no man's land and finds a spot. Couple of subs. Lyman coming back on for William Peace. And Skyline Oswalt checks back in. Or checks in for the first time for the Cougars. She'll go back to serve. All knotted up at 8 here in set number 1. Carpenter, quick set. Laskowski puts it down. Oswald's there with a fantastic dig. Oots in the middle. Dig by Moore. Carpenter back to Mike. Mike partially tipped. Patterson's there with the dig. Now Montrez on the outside. Puts it down. Oswalt back to serve once again. The freshman from Troutman, North Carolina. Carpenter sets Collier on the back row. Patterson, the senior's there. Miller with a dump. Pacers are home. Gamewell with a quick tip. Lasser up. Keeps it alive. Patterson's there. Miller has to send it over. Carpenter with 2 hands there. Wasn't really expecting that. And the first clipboard slam by Behringer on the Peace bench. Cougars now have their largest lead of the game at 2 points, 10-8. Carpenter, setting Laskowski. That blocked. Oots and Miller. 11-8 now in favor of the Cougars. Oswald on a little run back there serving. And the old commentator's curse right there. Sorry about that one, Skyland. Puts that one in the net, and Barnes will check back in for her. Now Shelby Cooper, a sophomore, checks in for the Pacers. Montran with the dig. She'll get set by Miller. Partially blocked. Carpenter keeps it alive. Collier's there. Laskowski has to send a free ball over. Lasser up. Miller sets Oots in the middle. She puts it down. Evan Ash checks back in for Devin Lassiter for Averett. And senior setter, Danville, Virginia native, Mackenzie Miller, back to serve. Mike with the dig. Gamewell with full swing. Puts it out of bounds. Cooper with a swing. Gray with a diving one-handed effort. Montreux on the swing on the outside. Carpenter sets Gamewell in the middle. Miller got her hands up, but couldn't keep it in range for a teammate. And now, Brianna Laskowski. Mike back to serve. Senior from Albemarle, North Carolina, South Stanley High School. Sends it out of bounds. Cougars go up 14-10. Mangum will check back in for Averett. And Lauren Montran's back to serve. Quick set by Carpenter. Fantastic play by Nash to keep it alive. Mangum rolls it over. Carpenter sets Cooper. Now Miller with the back set. Mangum puts it down. And Barringer calls timeout. So Cougars up 15-10 here in the Grant Center. We'll be right back after this Pacers timeout.
My time at Averett has impacted me definitely for the positive. It's given me a wide range of experiences that has given me plenty of resources that I'll need going forward, whether it be on the field through athletics, working in my field in sports medicine, or just giving me plenty more opportunities and outlets through work study. Definitely giving me the best chance and opportunities I need for the future.
Welcome back out to the Grant Center. I'm Heath Barringer. Thank you for joining us as your Averett University Cougars have a 5-point lead over the William Peace Pacers in this pivotal USA South Conference match. Lauren Montran back to serve to get us back going after that Pacer timeout. Coach Barringer had seen enough. See if she can get a side out of the timeout. Benton with the dig, and Collier with the swing. Montran's there with the dig. Mangum full swing on the outside, partially tipped. Carpenter with a back set. And finally, Pacers side out. Shelby Cooper, the Youngsville, North Carolina native, the sophomore, gets the kill on the outside. Now senior libero, Abby Benton, back to serve. Montran gets it to Miller. She sets Oots, gets a tip, but Moore is there. Two hands called on Carpenter, I believe. And now, reigning defensive player of the week in the USA South, Aaron Gray back to serve. Lyman blocked, tipped over. Gray's there. Montran from the back row. Carpenter sends it high in the air. Laskowski keeps it alive, and Benton's going to have to send it over. Gray with the first touch. She'll get set by Miller. Blocked by Lyman and Collier, I believe. Logan Moore checks back in. She'll get back to serve for the Pacers. Nash puts it down. She'll go back to serve now. Carpenter sets Lamone. Montran's there with a dig, but sends it over. Carpenter will swing herself. Nash is there. Play at the net. Miller wins it. Collier rolls it over. Aaron Gray's there. Barnes on the slide, blocked and falls out of bounds. (18-12) in favor of the Cougars. Nash sends it over. Moore's there. Carpenter's got to run off the court a bit. Collier just has to send it over. Miller puts it down. Just a play at the net, and she wins it. Nash will put that one in the net, give the Pacers a little bit of life. They're down 19-13. Lasso will check back in for Nash. And Collier back to serve. Gray's there. A little miscommunication. Gray didn't get that one cleanly. Mangum and Miller on a little miscommunication. Barnes with a tip. Moore's there. Now Laskowski with a fantastic spot to put that tip. And the Pacers on a little 3-0 run here. Miller sets Mangum. Blocked by Laskowski and Lamont. Mike puts that one out of bounds for the Pacers. 20-15 now in favor of the Cougars. Micah Patterson will check back in. Diving effort by Moore. Back set by Carpenter, Lamont, and Lassiter gets it. Now Gray's just going to have to send the free ball over. Back to Lamont goes Carpenter, and she puts it down the line. Fantastic spot. Line judge over there had to make a tough call, but better view than me up here. She calls it in, and we got a 4-point ball game. Gillespie in to serve for the Pacers now. Miller sets Mantra on the outside. She's now Laskowski with the roll. And gets a kill. That was Gillespie on that dig off that Montran swing. Huge swing by Raynham Rookie of the Year in the conference, but Gillespie was there. Patterson gets that dig, and Montran with a full swing on the outside again. Gets the kill this time. Pacers cut it within 3, but Cougars go up now 21-17. Lamont will check back in for the Pacers, and Oswalt back in for the Cougars. She'll go back to serve. Also, Abby Benton, libero, back in for the Pacers. Oswalt with the jump serve. Collier's there. Quick set to Gamewell. She finds a spot. So back and forth each team's going now. Cooper checks in for Moore. Barnes in for Oswalt. She goes back out as Aaron Gray goes to the back row. Senior setter Brittany Carpenter back in to serve, the lefty for the Pacers. Patterson's there. Oots gets the kill. Oots on that runaround slide swing. Gets another kill. She's been very productive here in this first set. And we'll send Mackenzie Miller back to serve. (22-18) now. Miller sends it over. Mike there with the dig. Carpenter back sets her. Rolls far side. Nice hands by Nash. Nice job by Miller to just make a play, and Montran puts it down. Cougars 2 points away from taking set number 1. And the Pacers will take a timeout. We'll be right back here in the Grant Center.
Being a student athlete and an aviation major was actually a huge plus for me in deciding to come to Averett. I looked into multiple schools, hundreds of schools actually, and Averett just felt like home to me as soon as I stepped foot on campus. As soon as I stepped foot in the airport and when I got on North Campus, it was just a great feeling. Very home-like feeling, especially being so far away from home, me being from Houston, Texas. I felt like it was amazing being able to kind of see the atmosphere that they had built here and the family and really the community that they built here. You know, it really feels like you're being in a big neighborhood kind of. I really enjoy my time here at Averett so far, and one of the biggest reasons that I picked Averett was because of me being able to do both, being a student athlete and also being able to fly planes. That's one of my I think favorite things to say to anybody when they ask me what my collegiate experience has been like. I could definitely say, you know, I've been flying planes and playing football. There's not too many people in the country that could say that.
Welcome back out to the Grant Center here in Danville, Virginia. I'm Heath Behringer. Your Cougars lead 23-18. Miller sends that over. Cooper with a roll, but blocked by the Cougars. Miller sets Nash. Carpenter's there with the dig. Benton with a little bump set to Cooper, and she gets the kill. That was down the line. Micah Patterson was there. Didn't know if it was going to be out of bounds or not. Tried to make an effort. She was there, but couldn't keep it in play. 23-19, Pacers have life. Laskowski sends it over, gets an ace. Went right at libero Aaron Gray. And within 3 now are the Pacers. Gray steps up and gets that one. Back set to Montran. Hits the pin. And a 3-0 run out of the timeout for the Pacers. Danny Miller has seen enough. He'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be right back.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student. And I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
And welcome back out to the Grant Center. I'm Heath Behringer. Pacers on a 4-0 run. Forced Danny Miller to call timeout. 23-21 here in set number 1. Gray with the dig. Miller right at the net. Oots gets the kill. So Miller gets exactly what he wants out of the timeout. Mangum will check back in for Patterson. And they're 1 point away from taking set number 1. Pacers stay alive. A tip there by Collier. Lamone will check back in for Gamble. Abby Benton back to serve. Mangum with the dig. She'll get the swing. Laskowski is there, but can't handle the heat from Zamiah Mangum. Cougars take set number 1, 25-22, here in the Grand Center. We'll take a short break and be right back for set number 2. Welcome back out to the Grant Center here in Danville, Virginia. The Cougars take set number 1, 25-22. Zamaya Mangum put the Pacers away with a kill. Turn the victory. And we'll get set for set number 2. I'm Heath Barringer. Thank you for joining us. Tight matchup in the first set. But that's what we expect when these two teams line up against each other. Miller gets it started. Cooper's there with the dig. Laskowski with the roll. Miller's there on the dig. Montran on the swing. Partially tipped. Laskowski full swing. Patterson's there. Now Montran on the outside. Blocked by Carpenter, but she keeps it alive. And Laskowski rolls it over. Puts it in. Patterson was there. She thought it might float out, but nice job by Mike to keep it in play. Miller with a nice set to Nash. She'll sell it out of bounds, though. Cougars had 18 kills to the Pacers 13 in that first set. Up by a field goal now are the Pacers here in the second set. Carpenter tries to thread the needle, sends it out of bounds just barely, and the Cougars are on the board. Mangum will check in for Patterson. Lauren Montran sends it over, puts it in the net. Pacers to a strong start here in set number 2. Blocked partially by Collier and Gamel, but Nash will get the kill as it falls out of bounds. Barnes checks in for Oots. Aaron Gray back to serve. Back-to-back points for the Cougars. Bring it within 4-3. Gray sells that one just barely out of bounds. Lamone checks back in for Gamewell. Gamewell with a quick chat with head coach Nicole Behringer and Abby Benton. Finds a nice spot, but Mangum's there. Nash comes up. That one rolls all the way down the net. Falls out of bounds. No touch by the Pacers, and they'll get the point. Benton with a little floater serve. Montran comes up, makes it. Barnes on the outside. She'll get the kill. This team has really, really missed Morgan Barnes, the leadership, obviously the power she brings on the swing. Had to go to Lynchburg without her presence. Got a victory against a good ODAC team as Lamone puts it down there in the middle. But a good win over a Lynchburg team, 3-1. It was under the direction of first-year head coach Hannah Givens, Wingate University grad. My alma mater. And then had to travel to Southern Virginia just this Thursday. They fell 3-0 without Barnes and Shropshire, but both back today. Barnes with a swing, blocked. Lamone again. Landis Lamone, the freshman from Outer Banks, North Carolina, making her presence felt for the Pacers. Moore sends it over. Laster's there. Mangum and Gray tag team, but Miller sends a free ball over. Carpenter sets Collier. She'll just have to send a free ball over. Barnes blocked by Lyman again. Carpenter with a kill herself. Pacers strong here in set number 2. Logan Moore back to serve. Miller sets Mangum. That powerful full swing gets the kill. Patterson checks in for Mangum. She'll go back to serve. Moore's there. Carpenter sets Collier. Partially tipped. Patterson with some nice quick hands. Miller sets Montran. Benton with a nice save, but it sails out of bounds. Montran put everything she had into that swing. Benton was there, got it up, but landed out of bounds. And the senior from Ridgeway, Virginia, Micah Patterson, will go back to serve once again. Benton's there. Now Collier puts it down. She'll go back to serve. Gray's there. Sends Miller running. And she's not able to make a play. So Pacers out to an 11-6 lead here in set number 2. Wouldn't say a must win, but when you fall down 2-0 in volleyball, it is tough to come back. Miller tried to send it over. Lamone was there. Down the line goes Montran. She'll send it out of bounds. And Danny Miller has seen enough. He'll call a timeout. 12-6. Pacers have doubled up the score here in the Grant Center. We'll take a quick break.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Welcome back out in the Grant Center. I'm Heath Barringer. Thank you for joining us in this pivotal USA South Conference matchup between the Pacers and the Cougars. These two teams 4-0 in the USA South. Pacers 6-1, Cougars 7-3. Obviously, those 3 losses non-conference. 2 of them to Southern Virginia, 1 to Meredith in the non-conference leg of the doubleheader. Barnes with a swing, blocked. Nice play by Laster to keep it alive. Carpenter sets Lamone. Patterson's there. Montre on the outside from Miller. And Lamone in the net for the Pacers. So the Cougars side out of the timeout. Skyline Oswalt checks in. She goes back to serve. Freshman sends it over. Moore's there. Carpenter run. Sets Laskowski. And Montran's there with a nice dig. And Lasso will just have to send it over. Benton gets it to Carpenter. Laskowski again. And Mike puts it down, but Miller's there to save it. Montran up and over. Benton with the dig. Quick set to Lamone. Oots with the block. Saves it herself. Montre on the outside. Blocked and put down. Laster tried to get it up with a foot, but not able to do so. Lamone checks out. Gillespie checks in. She'll go back to serve for the Pacers. Oswalt out. And in comes freshman libero Aaron Gray for the Cougars. Gillespie sends it over. Goes right at Gray. Miller with a nice job to quick set Oots. And the Pacers just had to send it over. They'll call two hands on Gillespie. So the Cougars trying to stay alive. Don't want to get too much of a deficit here in this second set, although they did face a huge deficit on the road against Lynchburg as Miller gets an ace. I want to say second or third set at Lynchburg. Cougars were down, 21 to single digits, came all the way back to win the set. Carpenter has to run, keeps it alive, and Pacers just send a ball over. Oots from the middle. Laskowski rolls it in. Patterson was there, wondering how that found the end line. And once again, Patterson thought it was going to be out of bounds. But it finds a way to fall in. Carpenter once again tries to find that back corner, sends it well out of bounds. The Cougars side out. Now Lauren Montran is back to serve. Collier's there. Now Mike from the outside, partially blocked. Oots keeps it alive. Now Mangum with the tip. Montran with the dig. Oots tip in the middle. Laskowski keeps it alive. And catches the line. Cougars upset about that call. That was right in front of the judge on the stand. He didn't disagree with the line judge down the line there, so we're not going to question it up here. Laskowski sends it over. Gray's there. Mangum has to go off the court just a bit. Montran over just to get it over. And a full swing from Shelby Cooper, the sophomore from Youngsville, North Carolina, down the line, finds the corner. And Danny Miller's seen enough once again. He'll take it to another timeout. Pacers lead by a touchdown. We'll be right back.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
Welcome back out to the Grand Center. I'm Heath Behringer. Pacers lead 17-10 now. Brianna Laskowski, Mike, as she was asked to be called before the game. I butchered her name too many times when I called the game at Peace in their season opener. So we will go with Mike the rest of the day. She'll send it over, and Mangum is there. Nash with a swing. Carpenter comes up, gets the dig after the partially blocked. Collier from Benton. Now Miller out to Mangum again. Benton is there and ready for it. Oots puts it down in the middle. So the Cougars side out of the timeout. And Barnes will check in for Laney Oots. Aaron Gray sends it over. Back set by Carpenter. Not on target for Cooper. And 2 quick points here for the Cougars out of the timeout. Collier's there from the serve from Gray. Gamewell from the middle. Montra doing a nice job ranging over. Now Mangum full swing. Benton's all over it. Carpenter with a back set to Moore. Or Cooper, excuse me. Now Laskowski in the back row. Dump from Carpenter. Miller was there. Now Nash. And Laskowski can't keep it alive. 17-13. Cougars crawling back in it. Up by a touchdown going into that timeout. Got a field goal here now, down 17-13. And another one. Waiting for a Behringer timeout, but she has held off so far. I'll probably give it one more point if the Cougars get it here from Aaron Gray. Benton's there on the serve receive. Now Cooper puts it down. Montran's there. Miller over to keep it alive. Fantastic set to get it all the way to Mangum. And Collier puts it down. Miller just able to get her hands up. So no timeout needed there for Behringer. As Hannah Collier, the freshman, with some power. Sends back senior Abby Benton. Transferred into Peace 2 years ago from Catawba College. Barnes tips it, able to keep it in play. And no tip there. That one goes out of bounds. Cougars take the point. So at one point, Pacers had a 7-point lead. You blink, and the Cougars were within 3. Quick set by Carpenter to Lamone. She puts it down. Gray not able to keep it alive, even though had a diving effort. Moore will check back in for the Pacers, and Lasser will check back in to go to the back row for the Cougars. Logan Moore, the sophomore from Jacksonville, North Carolina. Defensive specialist. Jump serves it over. Lasser's there. Miller will set Barnes. And she goes right at Mike. Can't get her hands up quick enough. Barnes gets a kill. Patterson checks back in for Mangum. And she'll go back to serve. 19-16 here in set number 2. Moore's there. Carpenter with a quick set for Lamone, excuse me. Gray sends the ball over. Once again, Lamone, and she'll put it down. Lamone having a day at the middle position. Now Hannah Collier sends it over. Gray is there. Miller with a bump set all the way over to Lauren Montran, and a diving effort by Collier to keep it alive. Laskowski rolls it over, and Patterson's there. Not able to keep it alive. So many balls down the line. Patterson not sure which ones to get and which ones to leave alone. Barnes on the slide, puts it down through the block of Laskowski and Lamone. In that first match, the non-conference match at William Peace earlier this year, Morgan Barnes had a heck of a day. 13 kills. It was almost her career high, one shy. Had 14 in the conference tournament the year before. This is Mike on the outside. Not blocked. That one didn't get over the net. So 21-18 now, and Skyline Oswalt back to serve for the Cougars. A balanced attack so far for Averett. 5 kills from Montran, Oots, and Barnes. Roll by Mike, and Oots is there. And 2 hands called there on the setter, Mackenzie Miller. Senior Bergen Gillespie comes in to serve for the Pacers. They're 3 points away from knotting this match all up at 1 here in the second set. She sends it over. Patterson not there, sends it out of bounds. Gillespie sends it over. Mangum's there. Miller all the way out to Montran. Now Carpenter all the way out to Laskowski. And Aaron Gray's there with the dig. Oots in the middle, partially blocked. Moore's there to keep it alive. Carpenter out to Mike. 2 hands on Brittany Carpenter. Danny Miller called that 2 hands before he heard the whistle, but once he heard it called, he backed off a little bit. He had just had it called on his setter, Mackenzie Miller. Wanted it both ways, and they got Carpenter for it. So now 23-19, and Mackenzie Miller back to serve. Moore's there on the dig. Carpenter has to run a little bit. Collier sends a ball over. Back set by Miller. Nash puts it down. And Nicole Behringer will take a timeout. 23-20, Cougars force a timeout here in the Grand Center. We'll take a quick break.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Welcome back inside the Grand Center. I'm Heath Behringer. A fantastic set number 2 here we have going on for you. 23-20 in favor of the Pacers, but the Cougars at one point down 17-10 have crawled all the way back. They get within 3, but they can't seem to do anything after that. So they're within 3 and have senior setter Mackenzie Miller back to serve. Let's see if they can strike a few points and really make this one interesting. Carpenter sets Mike on the outside. Gray's there on the dig. Montran with a kill puts it down. I thought that might sail out of bounds, but perfect spot by Lauren Montran. Miller sends it over again. Collier is there. Laskowski with a roll. Miller keeps it alive and swing by Gamewell. Now Nash. And Mike over. Now Mangum. Montran blocked and goes out of bounds. Cougars within 1. Behringer takes another timeout. (23-20) here inside the Grand Center. We'll keep it right here. Probably going to be a short timeout for Behringer. 23-18 at one point was the score. A little 4-0 run for your Averett University Cougars. They're within 1 here in a huge set number 2. Montran up to 7 kills now. Barnes has 6, Oots with 5. Miller 28 assists already for the Cougars. Peace also wealth is spread around. Collier has 5 kills. Laskowski with 6. And then Cooper and Lyman also have 5 each. Carpenter with 20 kills, or 20 assists, excuse me. She has 1 kill. And we're back. Mackenzie Miller still back to serve here for the Cougars. Could be a just deflating loss for the Pacers if Averett's able to come all the way back here in the second set, go up 2-0. Moore's there. She gets it to Carpenter. Carpenter tries to swing herself, and she gets the kill. Miller was there, rolled off her arms, then off Mangum's. And now the Pacers are 1 point away from taking the second set. Brittany Carpenter looking for that back corner as she has all day. Mangum was there, though. Now Montran. Diving effort by Collier. And a fantastic job by the Pacers to keep it alive. And they get the game-winning point. Laskowski up and down. That was a fantastic job by Hannah Collier to keep that one alive. And we are all even at 1 here in the Grant Center. We'll take a short break. Be ready to rock and roll for the third set. And welcome back out, Danville, Virginia, the Grant Center on Averett's North Campus. I'm Heath Beringer. Thank you for joining us as we're all knotted up 1-1 here set-wise as we head to decisive set number 3 and a huge pivotal USA South Conference matchup between the 4-0 Pacers and your 4-0 Averett University Cougars. After 2 sets, Lauren Montran leading all players in kills with 7. Barnes second for the Cougars with 6, and then Oots with 5. So Mangum adds 7 as well as Nash with 5. So Cougars getting a lot of different names in the mix. A lot of different options. Sarah Shropshire finally back out on the floor here in the third set. One name we have not seen yet. See what kind of energy she brings here for the Cougars. And decisive set number 3. Brittany Carpenter, the senior setter, back to get things going here for the Pacers in this third set. Mangum there. Miller will set Montre on the outside. That one blocked and just barely out of bounds. Cougars take a 1-0 lead. Miller sends it over. Collier's there. And Mike with a swing on the outside. Montran's there after it tipped off the net. Shropshire's first swing of the day, blocked by Laskowski. Fired up after that one was Mike. She'll go back to serve. Lots of action going on for Averett University today. This is one of 4 home events. Men's soccer playing right now currently as Montran gets that kill. Collier was there, but falls out of bounds. She'll go back to serve. Montran is. Men's soccer having their senior day at the moment. That'll be followed up by women's lacrosse having their senior day at 3:30. And then men's lacrosse has a home match as well after that at 6. Football on the road, as well as softball and baseball and women's soccer all today. That one falls out of bounds. Cougars go up 3-1 here. But all that going on right now, we have Pacers battling the Cougars here in the Grand Center. Little stoppage of play. And we're back. Montran with a little lollipop over. Benton has to make a diving effort. Shropshire there with quick hands. Oots puts it down. Great effort by the Pacers to keep it alive. Gray gets it right to Miller. She'll send it out to Mangum. Full swing. Collier's there off the block. Now Carpenter back to Collier. Miller with just a little fist at the ball. Puts it into the net. Lamone checks back in for the Pacers. Now Abby Benton, the senior libero, back to serve. Mangum not able to keep that one inside the pen. Benton with an ace. Montran and Gray were there. But a little miscommunication. Once again, Montran there. Back set to Shropshire. Her second swing of the day. Blocked again. And now Mangum blocked. Gray's there. Montran from the back row. Benton with a diving, sliding effort. Lamone sails it out of bounds. Barnes back in for the Cougars. Gray sends it over. Puts it in. Gets an ace. Does the freshman libero Aaron Gray. Pacers looked at that ball, looked at each other, looked back at the ball, and next thing you know, it was in bounds. Averett regains the lead 5-4. Carpenter just not able to stay out of the net. Spoke too soon. Little run here by the Cougars. Lots of momentum swings here through the first couple of sets. First set went back and forth for a bit. Cougars jumped out, kind of held on that lead the rest of the way, and then same story as Barnes puts that one down, but Benton was there, and a little play at the net between both teams. Collier with the roll. Miller gets a hand on it. Montran over. Now Gray. Laskowski gets it to Carpenter. And a swing from Cooper. And in the net. 4-0 run here now for Averett. Carpenter back set to Cooper. And she'll get the kill. Beautiful job by Carpenter. Cooper puts it down. She'll check out, and Moore will come in to serve. Montran's there for the serve recede. Back set by Miller to Shropshire. Shropshire gets the first kill of the day. Fired up after that one. She'll go back to serve. Now Collier. Mangum keeps it alive, but Lyman, she'll put it right down. Lamone, excuse me. But Pacers within 2. Collier with a jump serve, sends it over. Shropshire is there. Miller sets Mangum. Full swing. Tipped by Lamone. Barnes keeps it alive, but then sends it well out of bounds. And Pacers back within 1. Shropshire on the serve receive. Barnes with a tip. Well, a carry they're going to call. And all tied up here at 8. Shropshire on the serve receive again. Miller with a nice back set to Mangum, but Collier's there. Lamone. Now Shropshire from the back row. Moore's there. Play at the net. Won by the Cougars. Barnes there. That'll send back Zamaya Mangum. She'll send it over. Moore's there for the Pacers. Carpenter back set to Lamone. She'll send it out of bounds. (10-8) now in favor of Averett. Mangum with a nice serve. Carpenter, no look, tip over the net. Now Montran swings. Collier with another diving effort. Benton sets Mike. Mike with a roll. Gray's there. Now Barnes. Pacers keep it alive. Benton just sends it over. Shropshire gets it to Miller. Miller outside to Montran now. She sends it out of bounds. Bergen Gillespie in the serve now for the Pacers. She goes at Lauren Montran. Back set from Miller to Barnes. She'll put it in the net. And we're back all tied up at 10. Only 3 sets in. And this is normally where a graphic pops up. How many ties we've had, lead changes, biggest leads. And we're only in set number 3. And Gillespie sends that one out of bounds. Cougars back in front. Skyline Oswalt, the freshman, checks in. She'll go back to serve. Collier's there. Carpenter sets Laskowski. She gets the kill. Barnes will check back in. Cooper will check back in for the Pacers. Well, Gray, excuse me, checks in for Barnes. She'll go to the back row. Carpenter to the left, he sends it over. Mangum gets it to Miller. She'll tip it over, but Benton's all over it. Moore blocked, but regains it. Now Laskowski down the line, puts it down. Mangum was there, but couldn't handle the heat. Pacers take the lead 12-11 here. Carpenter tries to bloop it over. Not enough juice, and all tied at 12 for our about 4th tie here in this 3rd set. Benton with the serve receive. Cooper with a swing. Gray was there. Now Montran. And gets the kill. Mackenzie Miller back to serve. Laskowski tries to roll and put it in a spot. Oots puts that one into the net. And back tied once again. 13 all, and number 13, Brianna Liskowski, back to serve. Gray on the serve receive. Shropshire from the outside, partially blocked. Bump set by Benton to Collier. Gray's there. Quick dump by Miller. Got a little bit of the net. Pacers are ready for it. Collier gets the kill. Shropshire now able to get a clean block on it. That falls out of bounds. Lead back in favor of the Pacers now. And Liskowski with an ace. 15-13 now. Mangum barely handles that serve from Mike. Quick set, Gamewell from Carpenter. Now another play at the net. And another point to the Pacers. A 4-0 run here for William Peace. Gray on the serve receive from Mike. Montran sends it all the way out to Shropshire. She does her best, gets it over. Cooper puts it down. 17-13. 5-0 run now for the Pacers. And a timeout from Danny Miller here in the Grant Center. We'll take a timeout as well here on the Averett Sports Network and be right back. A little Macarena in the background here in the Grant Center. I'm Heath Beringer. Thank you for joining us here in this pivotal USA South matchup. Live from Danville, Virginia, Averett University's North Campus. This is a game that I'm sure these Cougars wish we could have fans here inside the Grant Center. It would be a packed house. They know how to come out and show support. Get things rowdy here in the Grant Center, but no fans here. Have live broadcast here in this third set, all tied up 1-1. Montran blocked. She goes under the net, and the Pacers will get the point. Now, in this first matchup at the beginning of the year, it was non-conference, but the Pacers won the first set, then fell in the second set, and then won the third, so went up 2-1. So maybe, don't want to jinx anything, but could be in a similar situation. Carpenter with a nice just layout dive there. Blocked by Oots, and the Cougars side out finally get the point. But in that match in Raleigh, in the Herm, Cougars were down 2-1 and came all the way back to take the victory. So not an unfamiliar spot for them. A little wet on this new floor. Beautiful new floor here in the Grant Center, first year. Laura Montran sends it over. Back set by Carpenter to Moore. Cougars are there. Shropshire gets a kill over the diving, outstretched arms of Brittany Carpenter. 18-15 now, Cougars within 3. Montran with a little floater. Benton there to corral. blocked, but kept alive by Shropshire. Mangum sends it over. Benton with a fantastic dig again. Now Gamewell. Miller tries to send it deep. Mike's all over it for the Pacers. Carpenter with a back set to Cooper. Montran's there. Back set from Miller to Shropshire. Hands by Carpenter. Bump set from Gray to Shropshire. She'll tip. Benton diving effort. Carpenter sets Laskowski on the back row. She puts it in. Fantastic spot by the senior Mike. Benton sends it over. Now Shropshire. Diving effort by Benton. Montran gets it to Miller. She gets it to Oots, who tips, and Benton is there to corral. Now Collier, semi-back row. Oots from the middle. Sends it out. .2015 here. In the pivotal third set, Abby Benton sends it over. Montran on the serve receive. Miller, nice job to stay out of the net. Mangum partially blocked. And Moore in the net for the Pacers. Nice gimme there for the Cougars, trying to get some life here. Freshman libero Aaron Gray back to serve. Collier there on the serve receive. Moore, nice job. Awkward angle, but got it across. Mangum, full setup, blocked. Gray was there. Now Shropshire sends it out of bounds. .21-16 now. Logan Moore checks in. She'll go back to serve. And Danny Miller calls timeout. We'll take a quick break here on the Averett Sports Network.
My time at Averett has impacted me definitely for the positive. It's given me a wide range of experiences that has given me plenty of resources that I'll need going forward, whether it be on the field through athletics, working in my field in sports medicine, or just giving me plenty more opportunities and outlets through work study. Definitely giving me the best chance and opportunities I need for the future.
Welcome back inside the Grand Center. I'm Heath Behringer. Pacers lead 21-16. Danny Miller called timeout. Wanted to see if he can get his team to take a breath, reset, and get back in this match. Outside to Barnes. Down the line, she puts it. That's exactly what Miller wanted out of that timeout. Carpenter sends it over. Fantastic play by Lauren Montran to keep it alive. Mangum sends it over. Benton's there. Lamone gets the kill in the middle. 22-17 now in favor of the Pacers. Collier sends it over. Cougars side out, back within 4. Zamiah Mangum back to serve. Lamone, swing for the middle, play at the net. Miller sends it over, but sends it out of bounds. Crucial mistake there by the senior. 23-18 now. Gamewell checks back in, so does Gillespie. She'll go back to serve. Montrand on the serve receive. Miller bump set to Barnes. Barnes gets the kill. Cougars have life, 23-19. Not a math major. Skyline Oswalt, the freshman defensive specialist, checks in to serve. Collier on the serve receive. Carpenter to Laskowski, who puts it down the line and puts it in. 24-19, the Pacers a point away from taking the pivotal third set here in the Grand Center. And the reliable senior setter, Brittany Carpenter, floats it over. Gray comes up. Miller sets Montrand. Montrand will put it down. (24-20). Averett trying to stay alive. They'll have their reliable senior setter sending it over. Collier on the Miller serve receive. Now Cooper sends it just out of bounds on that back line. 24-21. Benton there. Now Laskowski. Miller with the dig. Gray over, bump set Shropshire. Shropshire sends it out. Pacers take the third set. William Peace with a 2-1 lead after 3 sets here in the Grand Center. We'll be right back on the Averett Sports Network for set number 4. Welcome back out to the Grand Center. Heath Behringer bringing you this pivotal USA South Conference matchup between the William Peace Pacers and your Averett University Cougars. Pacers take the third set, 25-21, lead 2-1. Lauren Montrand leading Averett with 11 kills. Also has 12 digs, a little double-double already for the reigning Rookie of the Year in the USA South. Mackenzie Miller with 37 assists. She has 8 digs as well. Montrand leads all players with those 11 kills, but then Barnes has 9, Oots with 5, Mangum also has 9 for the Cougars, Emanash with 5 as well. For the Pacers, obviously, Brianna Mike Laskowski with 10, leading William Peace. Landis Lamone with 8. A very impressive day has the freshman had. here for the Pacers. William Peace head coach Nicole Behringer waving to her alma mater president, Dr. Tiffany Franks, in the building, along with her athletic director while she spent her 6 years here, Meg Stevens. Best in the business is Meg Stevens here for the Averett University Cougars. Sarah Shropshire gets us underway here in the fourth set. Laskowski with a roll and gets the kill. Mangum was there, but nobody there after that to pick it up. And now Brittany Carpenter will start the rotation back serving for the Pacers. Miller sets Barnes. Barnes sends it out of bounds. Obviously must win here for the Cougars. They did this inside the Herman Athletic Center in Raleigh, North Carolina in the first matchup, which was non-conference. Went down 2-1, won the next two. Barnes has to send a free ball over. Carpenter sets Mike on the outside. Montran's there. Fantastic dig by Lauren Montran. Partial block by Gamewell. Now Carpenter back set. Miller able to keep it alive. Mangum gets the kill. Very hectic day here in Averett Athletics. Multiple games going on right now. Obviously, we've got this one going on here in the Grant Center. Men's soccer playing down on Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. Montran gets a kill there. Women's soccer is also on the road at Pfeiffer in the middle of a match. And then football is on the road at NC Wesleyan. And I believe they're at halftime. Not sure what the score is, but plenty of Cougar athletics to go around today. Mangum sends that one out of bounds. Mike sends it over for the Pacers. Collier puts it right down as Mangum was there but sent it right over the net. Pacers out to a quick 4-2 lead. Barnes blocked. Gamewell was there. Montran able to just to tip it, keep it in. Benton's going to bump set Cooper. Miller will have to do the same thing to Shropshire. Laskowski's there on the back row. Shropshire on the dig. Miller back set. The slide of Barnes. She'll get the kill. That slide of Morgan Barnes and the perfect set of Mackenzie Miller is really what hurt the Pacers in that first match. And the season over for the Pacers, but many games since then. Pacers did not play a game this week, while Cougars played two. Sometimes that'll benefit you, sometimes it will hurt you. And Collier not able to get a full fist on that one to get it over, and we're all tied up at 4. Oswald sends it over. Benton's there on the serve receive. Carpenter keeps it alive but sends it away. Cougars regain the lead here in the fourth set. Oswald sends it over. Benton's there again. Puts it close to the net. Carpenter keeps it alive for Montran's play at the net. Collier with a swing. Mangum's there. Now Montran. Full swing. Laskowski's there. Carpenter tries to send it deep. Mangum's all over it. Miller out to Lauren Montran, and she gets another kill. Benton was there. Couldn't handle the heat from Lauren Montran. Cougars up 6-4 in the must-win. Collier with a full swing. She'll get the kill. Oswald was there, diving effort. Couldn't get it all the way up. Barnes will check back in, but she'll come out as Aaron Gray will go play the back row. Abby Benton goes back to serve now for the Pacers. Gray on the receive. Ace by Benton. Back all knotted up at 6. Montran partially blocked. Carpenter there with a fantastic effort. Dive. Keep it alive. Montran will get another swing. Put that one down the line and in. 7-6 now in favor of the Cougars. Getting to the point of the match where the pressure is really building for every point. Miller sends it over and puts it in the net. Knotted back up at 7. Moore checks in for Cooper. She'll go back to serve. Logan Moore, the sophomore. Sweet 16 starts today in March Madness. Almost feels like that type of intensity. Every possession, every point means just a little bit more here in this fourth set now. Benton there with the dig. Carpenter tries to send it deep. Mangum's all over it. Miller sets Montran. Montran puts it down, but Liskowski's there with the dig. Shropshire gets up. Pacers keep it alive. Carpenter sends it deep. Fantastic job by the Pacers. Montran with another swing. Benton's there. Carpenter out to Collier. She puts it down. And a huge point after a huge rally goes in favor of William Peace. Mangum on the serve receive. Montran now puts it out. Nice job by Abby Benton there. Looks over to the bench. Some big eyes, but had that foot on the line. She was had confidence in herself and let that one go out of play. Mangum on the serve receive. Miller to Oots. She'll roll it over. Carpenter sets Lamone. Now Miller to Shropshire. Partially blocked. Carpenter dives. Benton sends it over. Miller's there, and Gray's going to bump set Shropshire. She'll put it in the net. Field goal lead now in favor of the Pacers. And Oots gets a kill. Averett needed that. Need to get that energy back going. Play with confidence. Montran, the standing still serve, sends it over. Benton's there on the receive. Lamone puts it down right on Aaron Gray. Here, Brittany Carpenter giving her libero, Abby Benton, some much-deserved credit. Lollipop serve. Gray with the diving effort. Mangum's going to have to roll it over and doesn't even get it to the net. 12-8 now in favor of the Pacers. Danny Miller's seen enough here in set number 4. Timeout. Averett. We'll take a quick break here on the Averett Sports Network.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life. And it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Welcome back out inside the Grand Center. Heath Beringer, thank you for joining us. A busy day in Averett Athletics. Tuned in to Averett Volleyball here on the Averett Sports Network. Men's soccer currently in play down on Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. Only 2 home events in action right now, but Both lacrosse teams will follow that up with a doubleheader. First, women's lacrosse with their senior day at 3:30, followed by men's lacrosse at 6 o'clock. Also flip over to NC Wesleyan. Football is in action, so is women's soccer at Pfeiffer. Collier gets us underway after the Danny Miller timeout. Mangum with a full swing. Blocked and lands back in bounds. I believe first reaction, Aaron Gray thought that was going to land out of bounds. I did too. But the spin off the block catches the line. Miller sets Oots in the middle. Benton with a fantastic dig. Laskowski just gets to the Carpenter. She sends it over. Gray's there. Back set Miller. Shropshire falling down. Fantastic job to keep it in play. And Lamone puts that one in the net. Aaron Gray, she is a freshman, not rookie, but sole defensive player of the week in the USA South this past week. Laskowski with a full swing. Mondren's there. Mangum from the outside. Collier having a day on that back row. Benton just has to send a free ball over. Miller sets Barnes in the middle. She'll get the kill. Went off from Moore's hands, and we've got a 3-point ball game. Aaron Gray, the Virginia Beach, Virginia native. Moore has to send a free ball over. Miller sets Mangum on the outside. She'll put it down. Boy, that was powerful. The Pacers were there, but left the stove on. That was too hot. Within two now are the Cougars. Collier with the serve receive. Laskowski, a nice job just to get to that ball. Her and Carpenter now on the same page. Blocked is Barnes by Lamone. Now Mangum again. Benton with a diving effort. Gray's there on the dig. Now Mangum again puts it down the line. Cougars within one. Zamiah Mangum heating up here inside the Grant Center. And a must-win for the Cougars. Benton on the serve receive from Gray. Now Lamont, she'll put it in the net. We're all tied up. Waiting for a Behringer timeout here soon, maybe. Unless the Pacers can side out here. Gray with a little 4-0 run here. Back serving. Collier. Now Lamone set again. Gray with the quick hand. Miller tries to send it deep. Collier's all over it. Lamone in the middle again. Gray's there. Fantastic volleyball going on here in the Grand Center. Shropshire. Moore's there. Carpenter. Collier from the back row. She sends it out of bounds, and there's that Behringer timeout. Cougars take the lead, 14-13. We'll take a quick break here on the Averett Sports Network.
My time at Averett has impacted me definitely for the positive. It's given me a wide range of experiences that has given me plenty of resources that I'll need going forward, whether it be on the field through athletics, working in my field in sports medicine, or just giving me plenty more opportunities and outlets through work study. Definitely giving me the best chance and opportunities I need for the future.
Well, called that timeout from William Peace head coach Nicole Behringer. She had seen enough. Whole team didn't even meet. She pulled her starters right off to her. No water, nothing. Wanted to let them know what she had to say very quickly. Now sends it to the bench, brings the team together, going to break it down, head back out. Cougars storm back after down 4 points, 5-0 run. They're up 14-13 here in the must-win set number 4 as they're down 2-1. Two undefeated teams here in the USA South battling to keep that undefeated title. And potential 1 seed on the line for the conference tournament down the road. Right to Lazowski The Pacers go. Now Barnes in the middle, blocked by Lamont and Mike. Now Mangum. Moore's there. Carpenter back to Mike. That one blocked, but Moore's there again. Carpenter swings herself, puts it in, and back all tied up at 14. A little wet spot on the floor. Both teams giving it everything they have. They know how important this match is. Not only for the conference, but now, I believe we had a bug on the floor. Carpenter, wonder if we'll get a kill in the stat book for that one. They'll step on it. But ready to resume play once again. As Senior Bergen Gillespie's back to serve, all tied up at 14 here in set number 4. Montran on the receive. Barnes sends it to Shropshire. She'll have to roll it over. Collier comes up. Laskowski on the outside puts it down. 15-14 now. Gillespie back to serve. Gets her number from Coach Behringer. Mangum on the receive. Miller back set to Shropshire. Full swing, and she puts it down. Moore was there, but Shropshire so much elevation on her approach. Puts it about 2 feet in front of Moore. And once again, back tied at 15. Little lollipop serve from Shropshire. Laskowski with a swing. Nobody home for the Cougars. Brittany Carpenter goes back to serve for the Pacers. Puts it in that deep back right corner. She's been living there all day. Mangum gets a kill. Laskowski, Gamewell were there. But another tie yet again. Carpenter has to just keep it alive. Mangum's there. Now Miller to Montran. Blocked. I believe that was Gamewell and Shelby Cooper for the Pacers. Once again, they'll take a 1-point lead. And Mike goes back to serve for the Pacers. A low burner just across the net. Miller has a run. Nice job getting it to Montran. Lazowski's there. Roll from Cooper. Miller tries to get a kill. Collier's there. Now Barnes. Mike is in the vicinity in the back row. Collier with a full swing puts it down. 2-point lead now for the Pacers. Danny Miller will take a timeout here in the Grand Center. Pacers are excited. We'll keep it right here. We're in this pivotal fourth set. Pacers up by 2. These two coaches, not only is this match obviously maybe for the 1 seed in the tournament down the road, but a lot of history between these two. Obviously, stated before the game began, Behringer spent 6 years of her life here, 4 playing for Danny Miller, who has an impressive resume himself. He's in his 26th year. He's doubled his wins, 624 and 305. He's got 4 NCAA tournament appearances. He's got 7 conference tournament titles and 14 regular season crowns. And the last one was obviously the last year they played, 2019, after COVID and everything, or before COVID. That was the 4th regular season title in a 5-year span. Now, Nicole Behringer, on the flip side of that, she was a part of a few of those. She won 2 as a coach, as a GA here, won 1 as a player. Hall of Famer here for the Averett University Cougars, a 4-year starter and 4-year all-conference setter for Danny Miller. So we know where she gets her winning ways. And we are back in action. Lisowski sends it over. Barnes on the slide. Now Collier just has to tip it over. Montran blocked and lands in bounds again. Danny Miller, head coach for the Cougars, upset. No carry called there on Collier. There was a call earlier in the game. And Danny Miller will get a yellow card. Upset about no carry call. Early in the game, Morgan Barnes went up, and it was an obvious carry. Head coach Danny Miller didn't argue it, but there he thought Hannah Collier on the tip had a carry, but no call there by the officials, and Miller upset, gets a yellow card. Have a little bit of stoppage in play here, as trying to get the score book right, trying to get that yellow card in the book. We'll finish up talking about, I was going to finish up talking about the Danny Miller-Nicole Behringer relationship, but we've got it in the book, and we're back in action. Pacers up 3 here in the fourth set. Barnes swings, puts it in the net, 20-16 now. Cougars looking for a little get up. Gray on the serve receive. Miller sets Lauren Montran. She is blocked. Gamewell. Gamewell and Cooper, I believe, over there. A little tag team on that block, straight down. Pacers lead 21-16. Mangum on the serve receive. Barnes sets Shropshire on the back row. She'll roll it over. Mike's there. Now Collier. Gray is there. Miller with some quick hands. She'll get the kill herself. Cougars have life. That's fantastic reaction there by the senior veteran, Mackenzie Miller. Skyline Oswald back to serve now. Cougars within 3. The freshman will send it over. Benton on the serve receive. She gets it to Carpenter. Carpenter with a back set to Cooper. That one blocked by Oots. (21-19). Cougars within 2. Here in the must-win fourth set. Mike's there. Collier has to get it to Cooper. She'll roll it over. Oswald's there. Miller's going to set Montran. That one blocked. Gamewell and Cooper again, 22-19. Montran with a full swing, but Benton's all over it. Collier puts it down the line and finds the inline. My goodness, that was inches away. And the up ref changed the call, actually, so we'll change that. The line judge called it in, and then the call was changed. Behringer with a few questions on that one, but 2-point ball game now. Mike rolls it from the back row. That one finds the end line and is in. Honestly, the last one looked like it found the end line too, but as we say, playing in the backyard, ball never lies. Pacers up 3, 23-20 here. Moore sends it over. Mangum's on the receive. Miller gets it to Shropshire. She just can't keep it inside the pin, and the Pacers are 1 point away from taking this match here inside the Grant Center. Logan Moore sends it over for the Pacers. Mangum on serve receive. Miller with a back set to Montran. Partially blocked. Carpenter tries to end it herself, and she does. Pacers win 3-1 here in the Grant Center. They'll move to 5-0 in the USA South, 7-1 overall. Cougars drop to 7-4, 4-1 in the USA South. That match huge for conference tournament seeding down the road if these teams can stay undefeated. Pacers have Pfeiffer doubleheader left. One of those will be conference, one not. And then a tri-match with NC Wesleyan and Averett, but that matchup with Averett won't be conference play. And then they end the season against Greensboro with one of those being a conference match. Cougars, they'll have that tri-match with Peace and NC Wesleyan, one of those being conference for Wesleyan. And then they finish with Mary Baldwin in a doubleheader with Pfeiffer. So possibly looking at the 1 and 2 seeds in the USA South Conference Tournament when it comes down to it. I want to say thank you for joining us here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Heath Behringer. Tune in to plenty other Averett athletic events throughout the afternoon. And have a blessed one.